When you hear the name Sean Diddy Combs, what comes to mind? A relentless hustler who's been shaping hip-hop culture for decades? A man who turned his name into a brand, raking in millions and creating an empire spanning music, fashion, liquor, and media? Or perhaps you think of someone whose public image has been increasingly shadowed by legal battles and personal scandals. Diddy's life is anything but simple. He's a mogul with a net worth of $600 million. At one time nearly a billionaire, but also a figure marred by controversy. Let's dive into the highs, the lows, and everything in between of Diddy's trillionaire lifestyle. The rise of a mogul. Sean John Combs wasn't born into wealth or privilege. Growing up in Harlem in the late 1960s, his early life was far from glamorous. His father, Melvin Combs, was involved in organized crime and was shot and killed when Diddy was just 3 years old. After the tragedy, Diddy's mother moved the family to Mount Vernon, New York, a change that may have saved him from the same fate as many of his peers who didn't make it out of Harlem's gang culture. Diddy's hustle started early. He graduated from Mount St. Michael Academy and then enrolled at Howard University, though he dropped out before completing his degree. But it wasn't wasted time. While at Howard, Diddy landed an internship at Uptown Records in New York, a connection made through rapper Heavy D. This is where Diddy's story really starts to pick up. He would commute between Washington, D.C. and New York City, balancing school with an unpaid internship, all while promoting parties on the weekends to make ends meet. By 1993, just 2 years into the Uptown Records gig, Diddy had climbed to the role of vice president at the age of 22. But a tragedy at a celebrity basketball event he organized, where 9 people died in a stampede, led to his firing. Most people would be crushed by such a setback, but Diddy took it as a sign to go independent. Shortly after, Bad Boy Entertainment was born. The birth of Bad Boy Entertainment. Bad Boy Entertainment became the cornerstone of Diddy's empire. The label signed the notorious B.I.G., who, alongside Craig Mack, delivered hit after hit. Diddy wasn't just a behind-the-scenes producer, though. He was a showman and quickly transitioned to a solo music career under the name Puff Daddy. His debut single, Can't Nobody Hold Me Down, topped the charts, and his debut album, No Way Out, earned him a Grammy. It was a bittersweet moment. The album was initially titled Hell Up in Harlem, but Diddy changed it after his close friend and protege, the notorious B.I.G., was tragically murdered in 1997. His success in music, however, sparked just as much criticism as it did praise. Hip-hop purists have long questioned Diddy's use of samples and his reliance on guest artists for many of his hits. But despite the shade, Diddy kept moving up, constantly expanding his brand into other industries. Beyond music. Here's where Diddy sets himself apart from other artists. While most rappers focus solely on music, Diddy saw the bigger picture. His ventures into fashion, alcohol, and media made him a billionaire, at least on paper, for a time. His clothing line, Sean John, launched in 1998 and became a major success. Winning the CFDA Menswear Designer of the Year in 2004 solidified his place in the fashion world. But Diddy didn't stop there. In 2007, he entered into a partnership with the liquor company Diageo to promote Ciroc vodka. It was a masterclass in branding. Diddy didn't just slap his name on a bottle, he transformed Ciroc into a luxury lifestyle symbol. By 2023, his work with Diageo had reportedly earned him $1 billion. Diddy's next big move with Diageo came in 2013 when he co-purchased the DeLeon tequila brand. DeLeon was marketed as a premium, ultra-luxury tequila, and like Ciroc, it became a huge success. But even the most profitable partnerships don't last forever. In January 2024, Diddy's partnership with Diageo ended, though he walked away with a cool $200 million for his 50% stake in DeLeon. The legal storm. But here's where Diddy's story takes a darker turn. While he was winning Grammys, building an empire, and flaunting his wealth, his personal life was falling apart. Over the years, Diddy's been involved in several legal controversies. Most notably, his relationship with Cassie Ventura, which spanned over a decade, became a focal point for public scrutiny. In November 2023, Cassie accused Diddy of rape and other forms of abuse. She alleged that Diddy forced her into degrading sexual acts and subjected her to emotional manipulation. Though the case was settled privately within 24 hours, the damage was done. In the weeks that followed, more women came forward with similar accusations, dating back to the early 1990s. One of the more disturbing allegations came from a woman who claimed that Diddy raped her while she was a student at Syracuse University in 1991 and that he even videotaped the encounter. The fallout from these accusations was swift. By the end of November 2023, Diddy stepped down as the chairman of his cable TV network, Revolt TV. Then, in September 2024, things reached a boiling point when federal agents arrested Diddy on charges of sex trafficking and racketeering. He has denied the charges and pleaded not guilty, but the case is ongoing and his public image is in tatters. The real estate empire. Even amid all the legal battles, Diddy has continued to build an impressive real estate portfolio. He's owned multi-million-dollar properties across the country, including a $39 million mansion in Holmby Hills, Los Angeles, which features a grotto, an underwater tunnel, and a 35-seat movie theater. In September 2024, he listed this mansion for $61.5 million. Diddy also owns a Star Island mansion in Miami, which he bought for $14.5 million. And in 2021, he expanded his property holdings by purchasing the house next door from Gloria and Emilio Estefan for $35 million. This Star Island estate is one of the most coveted properties in Miami, featuring nearly 240 feet of water frontage. So, where does that leave Diddy today? Despite his undeniable success, his legacy now hangs in the balance. Once viewed as the epitome of success and hustle, Diddy is now navigating an increasingly treacherous legal landscape. With a net worth still in the hundreds of millions, he's far from financially ruined, but his public image may never recover. If you found this deep dive into Sean Diddy Combs' Trillionaire lifestyle eye-opening, give this video a like and don't forget to subscribe for more content.